I enjoyed this evening. It's sometimes very difficult to deal with the very complicated issues with which Send a Cow deals in a way that engages people. But I hope that our panel sort of pulled that off a bit, because it was humanized. You know, Ida was fantastic at talking about a real world, so we didn't get lost in the territory of theory. And I have to say, what I like about Send a Cow, which is why I wanted to chair it, is it's got its feet on the ground and its head in the real world. I was very interested indeed in which I didn't know about, was the way in which Send a Cow deals with gender issues. Ida gave a very coherent and very vivid account of how Send a Cow works with men and women, husbands and wives in a family, persuading husbands to see what the world is like from the wife's point of view and vice versa, and getting the two together and really transforming their relationship. What kind of differences does that discussion make in the mentality of the men if they don't feel threatened by the prospect of having to have a different relationship?
Sometimes it's really drastic, because you go to a group after that training and the men will be telling you, we used to do this, but now we have changed. We used to leave all the work to the women, but now we realize they get tired. But, you know, somebody would say, those days I used to think my wife was a machine. Even when she was sick, I expected her to cook. But ever since I received this training in the cornerstones and the actual gender training, I now realize she needs to rest.
That was astonishing. It's so important. You know, go to Africa, any country in Africa, and you see the problem of traditional culture. A lot of men sitting, talking, politics, discussing crops, discussing the life, and a lot of women working very, very hard, working themselves to the bone, collecting water, putting the crops in the ground, preparing the food, feeding their children, looking after the children. And that shift, that gender shift in the balance of gender is extraordinarily important. And I thought that I learnt that this evening, and I learnt it from a Send a Cow representative, Ida.